What's up, TCDI friends and family? I'm Pete Duff, and welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. Last week we took care of the lower body static stretching, so this week we're going to take care of the upper body static stretching, okay? And what I mean by that is static stretching is best utilized at the end of a workout when your muscles are warm. So all these stretches that I showed you last week and this week are best done after your workout or after your warm-up to stretch out. As a whole, scientifically, it's better to stretch when your muscles are warm as opposed to stretching when they're cold. Now, not stretching compared to static stretching when you're cold is fine. It's better than no stretching. So stretching is no better than no stretching, but if you really wanted to make this the most effective and the healthiest for you, then the best thing to do would be able to do a workout and then stretch afterwards, do your static stretching when your muscles are warm, okay? Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna start with the bis and the tris first, okay? I believe in starting with your arms first because your biceps run up into your shoulders and your triceps run up into your shoulders. So if those are tight, you're not gonna get as good of a stretch out of the shoulder. So let's loosen these up first so they stop pulling on the shoulder joint, and then let's start stretching the shoulder, and then we'll work our way into the chest and into the back and the shoulder blade region itself, okay? All right, so the first one's gonna be biceps. Just find a wall. I know everybody has a wall out there, all right? You're not gonna need any equipment with this besides a wall, okay? So you're gonna point your hand facing that way, okay? Facing back, okay? See how I placed it on the wall? All right, I'm gonna show you guys one more time because this is important. See how I'm facing it that way? Okay, I'm just gonna move to the wall, same direction, facing that way, okay? Now I'm gonna start by moving backwards first till I feel it in my forearm. Okay, so we're gonna get a forearm stretch too. And then I'm gonna rotate. And the rotation is what gets the bicep. Okay, so let's go over that again. Hands starting in this position, facing that way, walking backwards first. So I feel it in my forearm, I'm feeling the pull in my forearm now. And now I rotate my body towards this direction, okay? All right, and the rotation is gonna get my bicep, keeping my arm straight, by the way, obviously. All right, and rotating. All right, 20 to 30 seconds for each hold. All right, 1001, 1002, etc. Same thing, other side, starting this way, all right? Now I'm facing my palms, facing my fingers, pointing towards the camera, and I'm gonna walk back towards the camera, okay? So I feel it in my forearm, and then I'm gonna rotate. And now I'm gonna feel it through my bicep and my shoulder. Now, another thing to remember, make sure your hand is level with your shoulder. It should not be down here, it should not be up here. We want it nice and level with the shoulder joint, okay? Facing the fingers that way, walking back, feeling it through the forearm, and then rotating, feeling it through my bicep and my shoulder, okay? All right, that's the bicep one. I'll move on to the tricep one. The triceps just simply over your head, grabbing onto your elbow and leaning to one side. Now, you can just start by holding here and trying to pull it behind your head. I'm trying to pull it this direction, okay? So I'm pulling it like so, and that's gonna isolate the tricep. If you wanna get more of a low abdominal, obliques, serratus anterior, lat stretch, then you're just gonna lean to one side. And you're gonna feel it all the way down your lats, serratus anterior, down into your obliques, your QL on the back here, okay? 20 to 30 seconds on that side. Again, if your triceps really tight, just start by holding it straight up and down, okay? Keep breathing. The more you breathe, the more your muscle relaxes. If you hold your breath, tension builds up in the muscle, okay? So keep breathing. We're gonna pull to the side now and feel it down our tricep, our lats, our serratus anterior, our internal, external obliques. Okay, all right, so those are simply the triceps right here. Pretty cut and dry, pretty simple. Again, start straight up and then lean to the side. 20 to 30 seconds of each. Start straight up and then lean to the side, okay? All right, moving on into the shoulder now. We'll start with the rear delt and the shoulder blade here, okay? And into the back. This is the lock-in, what I call the lock-in stretch. It's for a back stretch, or the cross arm stretch, is whatever you want to call it. So this arm's working, left arm's working, locking in my right arm, okay? My right arm's staying relaxed, just chilling there, and I'm gonna lock this in towards my chest, and I'm just gonna rotate. This arm's staying relaxed the whole time, okay? It's the only way you're gonna feel the stretch. We're gonna rotate around, okay, till you feel it in your shoulder blade, okay? Now those who have very tight shoulders are gonna feel it in your rear delt before you actually unlock your shoulder blade, okay? So you're just gonna have to work on it until you can get it relaxed enough and loose enough in your rear delt to get to the shoulder blade itself. All right, these are all just good ones you can do on your own. It's tougher if you don't have anybody else to stretch you. Okay, next side, obviously 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Okay, and rotating. So first get it locked in till you feel it stretching your shoulder, and then rotate to the opposite side here. I'm sure you have a corner in your house somewhere for your chest. So we're moving on to the chest now, working our way, like I said, from the bis and tris into the shoulders, into the chest. All right, so you're gonna start with 90-degree flexion at the elbows, okay? The elbows are not down here. They're not too high. We're right level with our shoulders again, just like we were with our biceps, okay? We're level with our shoulders again. 90-degree flexion in the elbows, 90-degree flexion in the shoulders, and we're leaning forward. Now, you can take an alternate stance, meaning one foot behind the other to push yourself into the wall, because you want to get your chest into the wall here, okay? And I like to switch feet. If I switch feet, that means I can just push to one side more than the other. I like to be balanced, even though it may not make much of a difference because I'm just pushing forward. I still like to switch up the feet every couple of seconds. It also gives my chest time to relax. Hold it again 20 to 30 seconds. 20, 30 seconds, and then let it relax again, and then stretch forward again. And you'll notice each time you can get a little closer to the wall each time, okay? Also, another good one for the shoulders and the chest. Now, my corner, unfortunately, has another corner here. You're gonna want a nice full wall like this wall so you can actually stretch your arms straight out, like so, and get into the corner, okay? Same rules apply. Your arms aren't too far down, and they're not too far up. Okay, you want them nice and level. That's gonna get straight across the chest and the shoulders. And then send yourself into the corner. 20, 30 seconds, let it relax. Go back, 20, 30 seconds, okay? All right, just some ideas. Now we'll move on to the back. All right, for the back, we did this one already for the rear delts and the shoulder blades, okay? Another one I like to do that decompresses my spine a little traction action here. Just holding on to something and relaxing and stretching. So I'm actually building up my I'm building up my flexor and my grip strength. Okay, again, breathe with these. It's gonna help you relax. Now, it doesn't have to be a pull-up bar. I'm lucky enough to have a pull-up bar here. Anything in your house you can hang from. It doesn't even have to be this high. As long as you can hang and even sit like that and just get some decompression in your spine, that's good, okay? So whatever you got, all right? If you have a tree branch outside, okay? The bottom of a deck, anything you can hang on and stretch, okay? All right, those are good. All right, I'll show you another one here, right on the abdominal mat below me. I'm just gonna tilt the camera down just a little bit instead of making it a whole nother video, since this is it right here. Okay, abdominal work, any abdominal stretching that we could do. We're gonna start by laying on our stomach, okay? Now, these are also good to start with. Reach up, take a deep breath. You can bring your arms down to the side like so. Okay, I know it's not a great angle for this, but hopefully you can see my arms, okay? You can come down to the sides, just really stretch it out. And then reach up, point your toes, reach up with your hands, take a deep breath. Stretch those abs out a little bit. Now, if you need a bigger stretch, you're gonna go back to your stomach, and you're just gonna start by getting up on your elbows. Okay, you're gonna relax your abdominals. If you feel it in your lower back, you're gonna squeeze your glutes and protect your lower back. Okay, if not, let everything relax. All right, so from here, you're gonna move to one side. You can rotate to one side. I feel it down my internal external obliques on the side. And then you can rotate to the other side. All right, just like so. I like to start slowly with abdominals and slowly move my way up. Okay, so when you get used to those, go back to neutral. Hands at your side, right underneath your shoulder blades, about shoulder width apart. And you're gonna push up, okay? Like a cobra, like a upward facing dog in yoga. Now, on these, you may feel them in your lower back. You want to squeeze your glutes, contract your glutes and squeeze your glutes together. Okay, so they support your lower back. And that's going to push your hips forward and stretch your hip flexors as well. Now, you shouldn't ever be talking through any of these stretching. I'm just talking because I need to tell you about it. All right, so you should just be breathing. Shoulders back. So I bring my shoulders back for good posture. And we can lean to one side like we did on our elbows. And we can lean to the other side. Now you can hold these as long as you want. I like to hold it for a few seconds on one side and then release, and then hold it for a few seconds on the other side and then release, and then bring it down, let it relax, come back to neutral, okay? It's really up to you and how your abs are feeling. You don't want to hold them for too long, just like anything else. 20 to 30 seconds. The rotation back and forth, and then back down, okay? Now, after you're done with your abdominals, let's go into a child's pose, okay? From an upward facing dog in yoga to a child's pose in yoga. Sitting back on your hips. You can even widen out your knees, widen out your legs so you can sink your hips down lower, okay? And reach out up top with your arms. Hold this for 20 to 30 seconds, okay? And I like to relax back up like so here, and then sink back down into it again. I do this a couple times, 2 to 3 times of everything. You can do 2 to 3 times of all these stretches. All right, after I'm done 2 to 3 times of that, I like to reach out to the side. This is gonna bring my lats into it, my quadratum laborum here, my hips. All right, I can feel it in my hip. And then 20, 30 seconds, and then reach off to the other side, obviously. We've gotta be balanced. So we hit the other side too. Trying to sink back on my hips and reach off to the side. And like I said, I like to do this a couple times, back and forth. All right, for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna show you the whole time. You guys get the point. We'll go straight into a cat-cow or a camel cat, whatever you wanna call it, okay? So we're gonna go cat, cow, or maybe the other way around. Yeah, let's go cow, cat, cow, cat. Doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you get the curve in your spine here, and then bring them up, okay? So concave and convex. All right, just like so. All right, hope that helps, guys. Next week, I think I'm gonna do some dynamic stretches with you guys. Dynamic stretches are different from static stretches. The static stretches are stretching and holding, hence the static. No motion, there's no motion involved. The dynamic stretching is just that, motion involved with the stretching. Dynamic stretching is great for a warm-up before the workout. Static stretching is great for after the workout, okay? So that's how you guys can tell the difference. So next week, we'll do some dynamic stretching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Always great time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.